want you guys to look at this picture before you even read the title. Just look at the picture and tell me what y'all think that he's done just based on his face alone. I think sometimes you can be correct when you judge a book by its cover, and I think in this case you're probably going to be right. But before we get into the details and before I get too disrespectful, let me give you guys a disclaimer first. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. I'm getting this particular story from lawandcrime.com, one of my favorite websites. Thank you guys so much for the work that y'all do. And thank you for this article. The fool, the pedo, the hebo, sorry. The individual that you guys see on my screen who literally looks like he should be the definition of a sexual abuser. Authorities said that they have caught a child molestation defendant who allegedly faked his death and crossed the country to escape justice. I think if he was willing to go that far, I'm pretty sure that's an indicator of guilt. That's an indicator of guilt, in my opinion. His name is Kristen, not Christian, Kristen, Chrissten. Kristen Allen Wright, with a woman's name, 38 years old, is in Indiana Clark's County Jail waiting for extradition, according to police. Deputies said that he faced a felony warrant outside of Maricopa County, Arizona, for sexual misconduct with a minor, molestation of a child, and 3 counts of sexual conduct with a minor. The Phoenix resident allegedly had an acquaintance pretend to be a nurse and trick his family into believing he was dead. Authorities in Arizona relayed information to our agency that Mr. Wright had attempted to deceive investigators into believing he was deceased by driving to a local hospital in Arizona and having an acquaintance phone his family and told them that he was deceased and they need to collect his personal property from the hospital. And that's according to Clark County deputies. The acquaintance posed as a nurse and dressed in scrubs to deceive the family members when they collected his personal property. This act of deception assisted Mr. Wright in fleeing Arizona. Clark County deputies and Jeffersonville police in Indiana worked with their police counterparts in El Mirage, Arizona, in an investigation into Wright's whereabouts, as he probably wanted to get away and go somewhere where he can go do this again. Pretty sure. They claimed to get information that he was in the area. Investigators said that they found Wright at a home in the 600 block of Georgian Avenue in Sellersburg, Indiana. The Southern Indiana Regional SWAT team arrested him without incident. Wright is at the Clark County Jail waiting to be extradited back to Maricopa County, Arizona, to face the charges that he should get life in prison, in my opinion. Let me give you guys the fair usage. Tell me what y'all think about this. He faked his death just so he could go out and go take advantage of some more children. Just sick. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. If you guys are watching, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you've already seen this story, if you're familiar with it, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think.
Police in southern Indiana say they arrested a suspected child molester accused of faking his death in Arizona. Kristen Allen Wright was arrested with the help of a SWAT team in Sellersburg, and he was arrested on a warrant. Arizona police say he tried to evade authorities by going to a hospital in the state and having an acquaintance tell his family he died. The sheriff's office says that helped Wright out of the state. He will be extradited back to Arizona.
A Valley man wanted on child molestation charges, who deputies say had faked his own death, now arrested in Indiana. Christian Wright and a friend went to a hospital in Arizona where the friend called his family, saying that the 38-year-old had died and needed to...
I know y'all can't hear that very well. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering, don't y'all think that this alleged acquaintance that helped him fake his death, don't y'all think that they should face charges too for aiding and abetting? For aiding and abetting, even if you didn't know what he did. Why would you go do some dumb shit like that, excuse my language, to help this man fake his death? You know he wasn't dead. You'd have to know that somebody is doing something nefarious if you're helping them fake their death. That should be a red flag that you even wanted to participate. And I think for that alone, I don't know, 24 months in jail, federal prison maybe, I don't know. But I think that person deserves some jail time too.
Tonight, 38-year-old Kristen Allen Wright from Phoenix, Arizona, is in an Indiana jail after he was believed to be dead.
He did, in fact, fake his death. However, someone contacted, an acquaintance contacted a family member and said that, he had passed away at the hospital.
The assistant chief for the Clark County Sheriff's Office in Indiana, Mark Grube, says that acquaintance told someone in the family he was an employee at an Arizona hospital, but was not. After allegedly faking his death, Wright is believed to have made his way from our state all the way to Indiana. But it wasn't long before El Mirage police here tipped off law enforcement over there. Detectives were able to pinpoint Wright's location to this neighborhood in Sellersburg, Indiana, after tracking this green van. Group says Wright was arrested by a SWAT team Friday evening inside his father-in-law's home. Family there say they were unaware there was a warrant for his arrest involving multiple child sex crimes.
His spouse, he had told her that the charges were dropped by a judge at some point, and that they were moving to Indiana to start a new life and get a fresh start. So he had deceived them into believing that everything was okay.
We're told Wright is not facing new charges in Indiana as he was arrested without incident. We spoke to local criminal attorney Russ Richelsoff about what charges the accomplice could face, if any. He says they could be charged with obstruction of justice.
I know y'all can't hear that. I'm going to probably have to fix it on the replay. But they said that person could be facing charges of obstruction of justice. And I think they should. There is no excuse for that. You help someone fake their death. That is black and white wrong.
Depend on how elaborate the ruse was. If it was a really elaborate ruse.
If it was elaborate, I don't think whether it was elaborate or not should even make a damn difference. It was done. The intention was to deceive people into thinking a person was dead. Whatever freaking reason you gave, that's stupid. If you're grown and dumb enough to go along with that, your ass should be in jail.
Then they might go forward with it.
But in his professional opinion, Richelsoff says this alleged fake death wasn't too creative.
He gets an E for effort, but execution, I would give it an F.
That's cute, sir. He gets an E for effort and an F for execution. That's real cute to say that. That's funny, but I don't think that they're taking this serious because, like I say, a person that would help aid and abet any human being for any reason to fake their death is wrong, and it should face jail time for that action alone. Whether you knew he was involved in accusations of sex crimes or not. Period. I think they both should do jail time, especially him. But I think that he's going to get some prison justice because y'all know how they feel about child molesters in prison. So I think that give him a handful of years, give him 10, 20, 30, 50 years. I think that'll be good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Does the accomplice that helped him get away, should he be charged? How much time should he or she be charged? Let me know what you guys think.